What's happening, everyone? Welcome. My name is MT Major. Today we are going to take a look at Kerbal Space Program. Now this game I've been playing for ages, and I actually made back when my channel was named Space Junk. I actually made 2 episodes, but then my game crashed or my PC crashed, something like that, and I lost all my saves. So I figured, you know what? Let's do this again because I love Kerbal Space Program. It seems, you know, it's kind of more relevant to my channel anyway. So we're gonna start a new game. We're gonna do Sandbox. Science, and it means that you have to gather science to unlock more stuff. And career means that you also have funds, reputation, and everything. So, but this is all you know. You have infinite money, all parts, and stuff like that. So, Major Space Program. There we go. And we're gonna choose this flag because that's the best flag. Alright, now, difficulty options, I don't know what this all is. We're just gonna keep everything to normal. And we're gonna start. Now, what is Space Program for some, what is Kerbal Space Program for some people? Maybe some people don't know. It's kind of like a space program simulator where you have to make your own space probes and satellites. You can fly across the system where you're in. And everything is 100% realistic, or it's, you know, it's supposed to be 100% realistic, and they do, you know, they do it really well. So, for example, we can go to the tracking station, and here we can see the whole system. Now we have Kerbal, that's the planet, and we have the moon, that's also the moon, and then we have Minimus, which is like secondary moon of Kerbal, which is kind of like Earth, right? Can't seem. Oh, here we go. Now we have, you know, we have planet like Eve, we have Moho, we have Duna, which is kind of like Mars. You know, they all kind of, we have Dress, we have much more. We have Joel, and we have Ilo. And for example, if I go to Dress, you know, I zoom in on Dress, we can eventually see the planet. You know, and getting here is pretty fucking hard because you have to take everything into account. You have to take refueling into account. So first you need to figure out how to actually get into orbit twice at the same place, which is hard, right? You have to refuel, you have to do all this crazy stuff, and then eventually you can get on these planets. The random bounces and noises you hear on the background, if you hear anything, that's my dog. I can't make him stop. You know, he's a creature of his own will. So, he's a little weird sometimes, but... Alright, anyway. Let's start with an unmanned probe. Let's just first get into orbit. Now, what do we need for an unmanned probe? We need a computer system. You know, they'll basically run the probe, right? That's what we need. We need a advanced incline stabilizer. A lot of people might say, I don't need that. But I always want that on my ship because I feel like that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, keep in mind, it's been a while since I have done this, so, you know, for me it's also a little bit newish. No, it's not new, but it's like, you know, I don't know exactly what the best way of doing this is. Now we have the little, what I keen to do always is I get the smallest engine, the Terrier, one smallest engine, and then I put that on a normal fuel tank under it, and then I put a decoupling module. Now where is that thing? Coupling. Is that here? Damn it. I thought it was here. Oh, wait, these are decouplers. Okay, they just look different now. Put a decoupler, this kind of essentially means that the moment it's pressed, the thing under it will just decouple and it'll go away. And then what I need is I need the initial booster. Now I can do something insanely crazy like that, or I can do something a little bit more normal, like, for example, put the adapter on. Nope. Nope. How are we gonna do this? I can, for example, yeah, let's just do something crazy. Okay, so we got the giant engine. I mean, it's gonna decouple and fly away anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. And now we need a big engine we can put that on, the strongest engine of the game. That's kind of stupid. We can put the mainsail on, which is a pretty good engine. So we can put the skipper on. Let's just for now put the is much stronger. But like you can see how much it takes, how much it uses. 18 seconds. This one uses 44 seconds, or 44 liters or whatever per second. Let's just try with this one first. You know, we don't have to win or to make it work immediately. Now, what kind of satellite is this? I was like, think about that. Like, what is it? Now, the last engine is not decoupable because I want to be able to kind of like still move. So it needs 2 batteries. You know, and what it's gonna be a solar. It's gonna be it has a solar battery charging thing on it, which is good. But here you see what it actually is. This will be a communication satellite for GPS, for example. So we can extend this, and we can retract it. Now, GPS 1 is the first GPS. The first GPS satellite of Kerbal. And the first satellite. That's a really weird sentence, but you know. Alright, so we got all this stuff now here, pretty nice. Now we have staging. What does that mean? Empty major. What does that mean? Staging means you press space, goes into 2. Press space goes into 1. Press space goes into 0, and you can make this as long as possible. So 0 or 2 is this thing fires up. 2 means the decoupler will fall off. I can also put this at the same time so that the decoupler and the engine go on at the same time. I don't want to do that. Don't ask me why. I'm weird like that. Now what we can do, we can go to actions and we can go to custom 1. We can select these as toggle. So the moment I will click on 1, these will all open. That way we can kind of see our stuff better. So yeah, let's try this out. Let's get this baby on the road. This baby does not want to go on the road, it seems. Alright. 3, 2, 1. There we go, the main cell engine, it does fly. Alright, so now we're going up. You can see our fuel dropping, but it's not dropping too fast. However, we're not getting velocity fast either, so it can be kind of a problem. I don't know how we'll go. We forgot to put RCS on it, so we can actually not move our ship before. I'm calling it a ship because it's a ship, damn it. It's a rocket, fuck that, it's a ship. Alright, so we cannot move this ship before, because if we only do one little thing, it will start flipping and a lot of weird stuff will happen. So we need to first get all this fuel out, get into the upper stage of the atmosphere, which actually it's going really well. We're not even half on, we're already on 10. So I think we can get out of the system even before this thing runs out. Then we click on space, and then this thing goes off, and then we have a little engine there to get us into orbit. Now, I don't know if that engine's gonna cut it, so it seems like we're gonna have a lot of extra fuel over, because we're only gaining speed, so we can actually shut the throttle down halfway, something like that. And actually, when we're out of the atmosphere, we can use this engine to rotate too. And just the point is that if you're in the atmosphere and you rotate it, the wind is gonna push on this part too much, and then the thing is gonna flip around, and we don't want that. All right, now we're in space. Oh. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna cut my engine for a sec. We need to add a maneuver, and we need to kind of pinpoint this out. Like, how do we want this to work? We want it to be going around the planet, but we also want it to be a little bit nice like that. Oh. Now, it's not really going well, so I'm gonna push this up. And you can kind of just play with this. Eventually, we'll get a very nice. Now it's getting out of orbit. We kind of screwed this one up. Okay, let's delete that. We need to add the maneuver at the most top part available. So we need to go around. Then we need to do that. There we go. Now we need to kind of like play with that a little bit. You see? Eventually we'll get there. And then when we're here, we can like put some more boosters on, and then we can actually like go that way. Then this becomes wider too. Now we have a stable orbit. It's not geostationary. I don't have any. I don't fucking know how to do that. Jesus, I'm not that good at this game, but I kind of know how to do the basics. And now we're turning really slowly, as you can see. And eventually we'll get there. Eventually. Okay, so now we're almost there. We have to burn in... Oh, we have to already stop burning. Okay, so we're burning right now. Now, as you can see, we are breaking this thing open, basically. And this thing will go around this whole black, that's the idea. But I think my fuel will run out before that. Now, you might say, how the fuck are we ever gonna get there with a fuel tank this small? Now, the point is, this is gonna go away from us. So the weight is gonna go down drastically, which means this actually has much more thrust in itself. Not more thrust, but like more, like you can use it for longer than this contraption. So that's the way it's going. However, we're reaching speeds formerly not possible. I can command my X, by the way, so let's just use that. We have orbit, and it's actually going really well. All right, stop that shit. So now what we're doing is, okay, so the problem is what I did is I put everything in orbit. So now this part is also in orbit. That's not a good idea, because now I have a giant space debris of nothing. Oh well. Get away from that. Now this is the satellite. Now we can keep it like this, you know, almost scary close to the Earth. Or what we can do is we can wait until it's on the other side, and then we can add a maneuver. And then we can somehow push this in. There we go. Now we have a little bit of a wider. I mean, it's a pretty wide. Yeah, it's very fucking wide. Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, damn it. Let's put this in. Eventually, there we go. We get much faster time. So now we can push it through to the place where we're gonna be real fast and real easy. So now we just click on that button. Oh, wait, the maneuver is way past. Okay, doesn't matter. Push that through, motherfucker! So now what happens is the thing will extend much further, and eventually I'll see that it's okay. And this way, like, we have still a lot of fuel over. This way you can easily fly to the moon. Like, you don't need to refuel to go to the moon. You can go to the moon in one go. You can also go to Minimus in one go. We still have a lot of fuel over, so I feel like this is a really successful mission. Let's toggle this thing off. Let's keep the eyes on the Earth with the GPS and all. And that's it. So yeah, we got the GPS one in space, in orbit. Everything is working fine. It's a very successful mission. For the first mission that I've done, no crew members were in it. So for the next episode, we're going to take a look at the crew members. We're maybe going to put a little space station up there. Yeah, we're going to do our first manned mission. So... and after that, maybe we'll go to the moon. You know, we'll go from baby steps, but we'll do as much as we can, and as much as I can actually, because I don't really know that much of the game. So if you guys want to help me out with some stuff that I don't know, that's greatly appreciated. Now, I hope you guys like this this series. I really enjoy doing Kerbal Space Program. I really enjoy doing videos of it. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. Please let me know in the comments down below, so I know that you guys appreciate this kind of stuff. So I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.